Welcome to another edition of Kroger Inside Kentucky Golf, produced in partnership with Golf House Kentucky and its family of golf organizations. A beautiful day here in Lexington today. We're at Man-O-War Golf for the Drive, Chip, and Putt qualifier. Don Russell along with Steve McMillan, the head of Golf House Kentucky. And Steve, it's going to be a fun show today. Let's talk about Drive, Chip, and Putt, because this is one of the qualifiers today. This is one of the coolest things ever done in the game of golf.
Don, I guarantee you, this will be the coolest day that most people get to spend. Drive, Chip, and Putt is, bar none, it is the best junior golf player development program that we have in the country. It is absolutely awesome because it involves kids of all ages. It starts with kids. We'll have some 7-year-olds. We'll have some 15-year-olds out here. It is going to be fun. And you know, the great part of this is they're going to qualify and they're going to go on to the next stage. And when they get to the next stage, that's when they get to go to the really big stages, because they get that opportunity to go to Augusta National next April.
And you had a couple of kids last year from Kentucky that got to do that, and what a dream. But the competition at this young age, it's fun, but it's friendly.
Well, you're exactly right. And, you know, last year we did have 2 kids that qualified for the competition, went to Augusta National, and you've seen them since then, and, you know, they just have these big grins. They can't get rid of it because it's just a permanent in their whole life structure. But, yeah, you talk about this being a fun competition, and it really is. I mean, you go around and you see the kids that get excited. You'll see them hop. You'll see them skip. You'll see them high five. It's all about having fun and enjoying this great game that we call golf.
And when you talk about this event, of course, a perfect place to have it here at Man-O-War, because they have the great facilities for it. Pretty good stop here for a qualifier.
Well, you know, it really is, and thank you to Brad Bashan and his entire staff. This is a phenomenal place for Drive, Chip, and Putt, because we've got a great driving range area. We've got a nice short game area. It just really fits up well, and we just really appreciate them for hosting one of our local qualifiers this year.
Going to have a lot of fun today. You heard from Steve. You will hear and see some of the kids today, all the things happening around DCP, Drive, Chip, and Putt. Glad to have you along. Back to Lexington in just a moment.
Kroger Inside Kentucky Golf is produced in partnership with Golf House Kentucky and its family of golf organizations, and is presented by Kroger and its partners: Florida's Natural Orange Juice, Sparkling Ice Naturally Flavored Spring Water, Coca-Cola, and Dr. Pepper. Kroger IKG is also sponsored by PNC Bank and the Legends Tour Championship, presented by Old National Bank, August 19th through the 21st at the French Lick Resort Pete Dye Course.
Only Florida's Natural is 100% grown and squeezed right here in Florida by the same folks that own the company.
Taxi!
Where to?
West 76th Street.
We bring that straight from the Grove taste from us, the orange juice growers, to you, the orange juice lovers. And you can taste it in every glass. Florida's Natural. Great taste, naturally.
Make the drive to Eagle Trace, Morehead State University's official golf course. Nestled in the lush green splendor of northeastern Kentucky, Eagle Trace is a gently rolling, beautifully wooded public 18-hole golf course designed to challenge the skills of the most seasoned players, yet enjoyable and playable to all golfers. Still the same great golf course, still the same great challenge, still the same great layout, but now with Zoysia fairways. Book your next tee time, outing, or fundraiser at Eagle Trace Golf Course, located just outside of Morehead off I-64 at exit 133.
No 2 people have the same financial goals. PNC Investments works with you to understand yours and helps plan for your retirement. Talk to a PNC Investments financial advisor today.
Taste the feeling.
Glad to have you back on Kroger IKG, presented in partnership with Golf House Kentucky and its family of golf organizations. We're highlighting the Drive, Chip, and Putt Championship, one of the qualifiers here at Man O' War in Lexington. We have some of the winners in the 10 and 11 boys division. Hayden, we're going to start with you. Congratulations. We're kind of going down the line here, but let's talk about the competition today. How was it for you?
It was great competition. I loved all 3 stations, and it was real fun.
And you practice. Did you feel more confident than one than the other?
Probably driving and chipping, because my putting's kind of been a little shaky lately.
But you can make that better, right?
Yes.
All right. What about you? What was the best part of your game today?
My putting was probably my best part today because I've practiced that a lot, and I've always been good at it all my life.
Was it a long putt?
Yes.
You got it how close?
It was a couple feet away.
Oh, that's pretty good. Did you practice a lot to get ready for this?
Yes, I practiced almost every day.
All right. What about you? What was the best part?
Probably my putting.
That's confidence in that answer there. How was that? You ready to move on to the next level now?
Yeah.
Is that going to be a lot of fun?
Mhm.
Who got you started in golf?
My dad.
Your dad. I bet. Is he a good golfer?
Yeah.
You better say yeah. Congratulations to all these guys today. There's some of the winners that win here today. They'll go on to the next level of the Drive, Chip, and Putt, and I think that'll be at Persimmon Ridge. Congratulations. First of all, before we leave, you know, all of you have people that help you. This is the 100th year of the PGA of America. So I'm going to count to 3, and we'll all say together, thanks, PGA Pro. Can we do that? Yes. 1, 2, 3.
Thanks, PGA Pro.
I'm Kim Schaefer, the Director of Player Development at Golf House Kentucky, and today we're going to talk about youth golf, and I mean really, really youth golf. I've had a lot of parents and grandparents ask me, what should I do for my 2, 3, 4, and 5-year-olds that kind of are showing an interest in the game? First of all, I think there are some great ideas out there for these little kids. You've got Nicole Weller, who is an LPGA and PGA professional, who has all sorts of different books for little kids, and also Susan Green has a lot of different books for little kids. My son, when he was little, I used to read him these golf books every night before he went to bed. They would cover all the major things in golf, like what's a fairway, what's a green, what's a divot, but in a really fun way that told a story that the kids could relate to. And they learned a lot before they even started swinging a club. The next thing you can do is you can let golf be on their terms. When you take a little kid out to the golf course, they're not going to make it 9 holes. So I remember one time taking my son out there and we played 1 hole and he was ready to go. We said, fine, that's it, we'll go home, because he left that day still having a positive feeling for the game. If you try to push them to play more holes than they want to, then when they're leaving and they're walking away that day, they're having a negative feeling towards the game. So when they're really small, let them be the boss that day. Let them tell you how much golf they want to be exposed to. The other thing we used to do with our son is when we would go out, he used to love to hit it out of the bunker. So he would go over there and hit it out of the bunker sometimes for 20 minutes. That's absolutely fine. It's also a good learning opportunity. Teach him how to rake the bunker. Teach him that you're supposed to walk in the low side of the bunker. The other thing he used to love to do was he wanted to try to hit it over this pond on the golf course. Now, at the time, he had no chance of ever hitting it over that pond. But we would always take out 3 really old golf balls and let him have 3 opportunities to hit it over. And he would just laugh every time it splashed in the water. Well, eventually, one day, he hit one that went over that water, and the whole course probably thought he had a hole-in-one because we were screaming so loud. But it's those little fun things that you have to do with those little bitty kids. Find out exactly what part of the game they like the most, and then encourage that part with them. Do not overload them with instructions or directions. Let them run around in the sand a little bit. Let them throw some golf balls into the water. It's okay. They'll learn the rules and they'll learn the etiquette later. Just develop a love for the game and let's make sure they're having fun. It is never too young to start this game, just like it's never too old to play this game. So keep that in mind, and you're going to have a great time with your really young little kids. Thanks so much.
Morehead State University and Eagle Trace Golf Course are proud to provide closed captioning for the hearing impaired for IKG.
Packed with real fruit taste, just the right amount of fizz, and none of the calories. Sparkling ice. It's the bold side of water. Find your flavor. Packed with real fruit taste, just the right amount of fizz, and none of the calories. Sparkling ice. It's the bold side of water. Find your flavor.
Flowers are important because they cheer people up, they make people feel better, they say sorry in a really easy way. And that's important to me because if someone's celebrating the birth of a baby or a graduation or some huge success, I get to be a part of that celebration. But every customer wants to be treated like you know them or like you are their friend. I promise, if you come in and get a bouquet from me, it will be fresh, colorful, made with care, and made with you in mind. Hi, I'm Amber, and I'm from the Portland Kroger.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
Well, we're telling you each week about the French Lick Resort and Spa, particularly the Pete Dye course that once again will host the Legends Championship presented by Old National Bank coming up August 20th and 21st. Well, we have a little preview from some of the LPGA pros that play at the senior division. Let's go back and ask them, what was it like when you grew up in golf?
I grew up the baby of 5 children. I grew up with 2 older brothers.
In a big family. I was one of 8 children. I was 7th.
I was the youngest of 6 kids. My brother is 9 years younger than I am.
I was the first child and spoiled and still am. I'm the youngest of 4 and the only girl.
I was the only girl. I was the youngest child. I was probably spoiled rotten.
I had 5 brothers and just myself, so it was survival of the fittest.
I grew up the daughter of a golf professional and a golf commentator, and I followed in his footsteps.
My father was a newspaper editor.
My mom was a nurse.
My dad was actually a flower farmer.
My folks owned a ski shop in that area, so I was a skier before I was a golfer.
It's the centennial of the PGA of America, and on IKG we're saying thanks PGA professionals. Andrew Schmidt, usually on the other side of the camera. His father is a PGA professional and a general manager. His name is Richard Schmidt. Let's talk about Richard and also maybe his mentor. What did they mean to you in the game of golf?
Definitely big things. My dad got me out of the golf course at the young age. I'm very lucky for that. Golf taught me so many things in life, not just playing the game, just so many things like respect and loyalty and courage and just to be able to grind on the golf course. And his mentor, Eddie Tyree, was a big part of his life also. He got him out to the golf course every day at Seneca, and every day you go to the course and just get a lot better. And so that's what I've been doing for the last 3-4 years, trying to get a lot better. And I'm glad I was born in the right family of golf.
So thanks PGA pro Richard Schmidt and the late Eddie Tyree.
have the same financial goals. PNC Investments works with you to understand yours and helps plan for your retirement. Talk to a PNC Investments financial advisor today.
You don't need a computer to design something extraordinary. Everyone said that building a golf course here was impossible. The Pete Dye course at French Lick Resort, sketched on a napkin, carved into history.
Packed with real fruit taste, just the right amount of fizz, and none of the calories. Sparkling ice. It's the bold side of water. Find your flavor. Packed with real fruit taste, just the right amount of fizz, and none of the calories. Sparkling ice. It's the bold side of water. Find your flavor.
Only Florida's Natural is 100% grown and squeezed right here in Florida by the same folks that own the company.
Taxi!
Where to?
West 76th Street.
We bring that straight from the Grove taste from us, the orange juice growers, to you, the orange juice lovers. And you can taste it in every glass. Florida's Natural. Great taste, naturally.
Well, it's all about drive, chip, and putt today here at Man O' War, and we got some of the competition already underway. These young ladies competed in the 7 to 9 division. They all did well, but we have the top 3 finishers. And ladies, let's talk about what it was like today. Claire, what was it like playing out there?
It was really fun.
Yeah?
And it was kind of challenging. So.
Challenging. Which part did you like the best of it?
Drive.
Drive. Everybody likes to drive. Which of your shots were the best, to drive, chip, or the putt?
I think it was the drive.
Yeah, see, that's why you liked it. Congratulations. Abigail, what about you? What was good for you today? What'd you like the most?
Everything.
Everything? Come on.
I did pretty good at chipping, but a little. I did not very good at chipping.
Go get it. You wanted to do better at chipping?
Yeah.
Did you do the best? Did you putt good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just practice. That's all it takes, right?
Yep.
Well, you did a good job. What about you over there?
It was really fun.
It was really fun. What was the most fun about it?
The putting.
The putting. Did you make a putt?
Yes.
Got close? Okay. Now, you all did really well. You're running off. What do you think? We're going to do one little thing, because this is the 100th anniversary of the PGA Professionals. We're going to do a little thing here together. I'm going to count to 3. Hi. Get the 3. What's your name? We'll all just say, thanks, PGA Pro. Can you do that? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Thanks, PGA Pro.
Can't top that.
Hi, I'm here with Anthony Vescato for our PNC Bank Junior Golf Report. Anthony, you hit a hole in one yesterday. How did that feel?
It was awesome. I didn't expect it to go in, but because I couldn't see the green. It was on number 7 at Weisinger. It was the best feeling in my life. It was 208-yard par 3, and I hit a little fade into the green, and it stopped about 20 yards short and rolled in.
And was this your first hole in one?
Yes.
And so, being this your first hole in one, I'm guessing you hope to get more now.
Sure do.
So you're playing in high school. What else do you do?
I enjoy life.
So you enjoy playing golf. Do you hope to keep playing golf?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Anthony.
So folks, take a drive and come out to Morehead State University's Eagle Trace Golf Course, nestled in the beauty of Daniel Boone National Forest. Tremendous new zoysia fairways, lots of nice greens, facilities. You can have wedding receptions, golf outings, any kind of business function you'd like also. Visit us at Eagle Trace. You'll be glad you did.
Only Florida's Natural is 100% grown and squeezed right here in Florida by the same folks that own the company.
Taxi!
Where to?
West 76th Street.
We bring that straight from the Grove taste from us, the orange juice growers, to you, the orange juice lovers. And you can taste it in every glass. Florida's Natural. Great taste, naturally.
There's people who care where I'm going, and good friends who welcome me home. So get a full tank of freedom, drive the American road. And with a full tank of freedom, find your own highway. We'll take you wherever you go. Take you wherever you go. It's okay.
Packed with real fruit taste, just the right amount of fizz, and none of the calories. Sparkling ice. It's the bold side of water. Find your flavor.
People bond a lot over food and having meals together because it's a fellowship. It's a moment to get to know one another and share experiences with one another. I remember helping a young lady in the produce section. It was her first time making a roast, so I was able to explain to her how to prepare the roast, and she just came back with a huge smile on her face and said, "Nisha, it worked, they loved it." It gives us that one-on-one relationship, and it also says, hey, we're here and we care about you, not just as a customer, but as a friend. Hi, my name is Nisha, and I'm from the Portland Kroger.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling. It's okay.
Packed with real fruit taste, just the right amount of fizz, and none of the calories. Sparkling ice. It's the bold side of water. Find your flavor.
Kroger Inside Kentucky Golf is produced in partnership with Golf House Kentucky and its family of golf organizations, and is presented by Kroger and its partners, Florida's Natural Orange Juice, Sparkling Ice naturally flavored spring water, Coca-Cola, and Dr. Pepper. Kroger IKG is also sponsored by PNC Bank and the Legends Tour Championship, presented by Old National Bank August 19th through the 21st at the French Lick Resort Pete Dye Course.
I want to thank you for joining us for this edition of Kroger Inside Kentucky Golf, produced in partnership with Golf House Kentucky. Had a lot of fun today here at Man O' War Golf in Lexington for the drive, chip, and putt. And Brad, I tell you, you guys did a great job hosting this thing. What a great event for these kids. I'm a little jealous we didn't have it as a kid, but you had a perfect place for it. Pretty fun for people to see, isn't it?
Yes, thank you, Don. Yeah, it was great watching the kids today. It was a perfect day. We had some really great kids, and we're just glad to be a part of it.
And when you talk about qualifiers, that's what's so cool about this. Different places across the state, people can qualify. But these young people, they take it seriously, but they really have a lot of fun too, don't they?
Yeah, I would say it's a lot of fun. They definitely take it serious. We've had kids here 3-5 hours before they're ready to start.
Let's talk about Man O' War, because if you're over in this area, of course, one thing the PGA professionals always tell us, you have to have proper practice. Got the whole thing going on here, don't you? Really nice facility.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we have everything you need to get better and improve your game with the putting greens and the short game area, the driving range, all the equipment and all the instructors. So we can definitely get their games better. Several of the kids in the event are from Man of War today, so hopefully they'll do well.
You know, we want to thank you very much because this is a qualifier, the first of several across the state, and thanks to you. A lot of hard work. I know it's been busy, a lot that goes into it, and thanks from all of us and all the golfers in Kentucky for hosting this, because it's been a great event here today.
Yeah, thanks, and it's a pleasure for us to hold it. We like to help out whenever we can, and it's fun to watch the kids.
Thanks for watching this edition of Kroger IKG, our first qualifier for DCP. We'll see you next week. Promotional consideration provided by All Good Computers. For sales and service, call Bill Ennis, 502-810-9047.